First, I have to give a shout out to the folks who sent me the bumper, Iron Cross Automotive. Thanks, guys, for sending over the bumper. It's a great bumper. Solid steel, really cool. Gonna do some modifying on there and add in the lights. Let's check out the lights. They're pretty cool, too. I will put the link in the description below where you can get these lights from Auxbeam. There it is right there, Auxbeam. And these are pretty cool. This is what comes in the box right here. I like that they have this little, what do you call it? Comment below if you know what this is called. Anyway, I forget off the top of my head. I'm probably going to put it on there, something like that. And then do some cutting, drill the holes. And then, you know, makes it a lot easier. Comes with it, by the way. And the lights are flush mount. They sit right in the bumper. Pretty cool lights. They look really solid. I like them. I'm a fan. And then they're just going to stick right in. Let's get right into the work. There you have it. The work is done. You guys would have seen that by now. We installed the lights on the bumpers here, and we used a lot of the tools. I will go ahead and show you the different tools that we used. Well, we definitely could have used better tools, and we could have used worse tools. The tools that I have here for sure got the job done, and let's talk about these just a little bit. So, hammer and punch, that's what I use to mark my holes for the lights. And actually, in order to make sure that I didn't waller these holes out and that they were just very precise, this did a lot of help. All right, just a little punch. And then I used a DeWalt drill. I will give a quick tip on the drill bits. It's super important when you're drilling heavy metal like this bumper. There's two things that I would recommend. If you can afford them, the new Milwaukee heavy metal cobalt drill bits are amazing. And I just got a set. They're very expensive, but they're amazing. They cut through this huge heavy duty steel bumper like butter. There's an old trick that we use, those of us that can't always afford, like myself. There's a lot of great tools I can't afford, and I'm always looking to get newer and better tools, but sometimes you got to use the cheap stuff, and that old trick is the cheapest of the cheap masonry little paddle concrete bit, and those work great for metal, and they're cheap, and they're pretty much disposable. So that's what I would recommend. If you can't afford a good metal bit, don't use a metal bit at all. Use masonry or concrete bit, the paddle type. So from there, we cut with a angle grinder. All right, angle grinder is really just a super multi-purpose tool. This is a cheap Bosch angle grinder that I got off Amazon just for this build. All right, and I used 3 different kinds of discs. I started with a cutting disc, then I ground everything down with a grinding disc, and then I went to a 120 grit disc for paint prep. I used Rust-Oleum satin, and just as soon as I hit it with the disc here, then I just painted right over it. Cleaned it up a little bit with a rag and painted it. Finally, after what this cutting disc does, and one little tip is to use old cutting discs because they're smaller and you can get in tight little, this is just a cheap really crappy ones. So the cheap ones work good. One little tip is to use old ones because then you can get in tighter spots because they're smaller diameter. And then this particular job had some little angles that I couldn't even get in with this, and then I had to bust out the old Sawzall, reciprocating saw. So that was kind of the gist of the tools that I used here, guys. I will do a wiring video in the future. If you guys want to see me wire this up, let me know. I'll do the video in the future. Questions and comments below. Comment below if you want to see the electrical wiring video. Comment if you like these truck builds. I'm going to be doing this more on this truck build if you like them. I'm going to be doing more on the Land Cruiser truck build if you like them. Lots more going up as far as truck builds. I enjoy this stuff. Shout out to all the sponsors. Thanks, guys. Iron Cross Automotive, Aux Beam Lighting. All right. For the other build, you guys know we're working with High Lift, Viair compressors, and Method race wheels, a bunch of other sponsors that are helping us out with a lot of these builds. Thanks to you guys. Thanks for watching this video. The biggest thanks goes out to you, the viewer. Thanks again. Your questions, comments, and likes are much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel so you can get the notifications and check out the new videos coming. Thanks again. Bone out.